I absolutely hate when people tell me it's not that serious, especially after I'm angry about something and trying to explain why. If I'm having an argument with someone and they say it's not that serious, suddenly the focus is taken off the topic at hand and put on ourselves, our persons at the moment. It's harshly introspective in a way because instead of the words, it isn't that serious, making me question my opinion on the topic, it makes me question myself as a whole. It's unsolicited and unasked for self-reflection that I am oftentimes not prepared for. I feel stripped naked in that situation. I feel exposed, dumb, and naive. If it isn't really that serious, then why would we fight about this? If it isn't that serious, then how did this argument begin? If it isn't that serious, then why are we here together? And if it isn't that serious, then why are you speaking to me at all? Okay. Imagine living your life where nothing is serious. What's the point of living if there wasn't substance to anything at all? Okay, I feel like I started this on such a high note. It's so serious and heavy right now and to the point, but oh my God, those are things that I've wanted to say for so long, okay? And they're very important. At least to me they are. People might think it's dramatic for me to have these feelings. Okay, maybe in some scenarios it is, like perhaps it isn't that serious or whatever. It does apply in some cases, but it doesn't apply to as many cases as it's used. I don't want to be around people who think it isn't that serious. I want to be around people who, when out in public people watching, don't judge others for their appearance or behaviors, but wonders what gets them out of bed in the morning, what gives them the motivation to push through the last hour of their 9 to 5, what makes them the happiest. I don't want to be around people who go to concerts to have silly good time fun, which isn't a bad thing. And I always make some room for silly fun, you know me. But I want to be around people who go to concerts, who go on worldwide trips, or simply do any of their favorite things in order to feel something deep and innately themselves. I don't want to be around someone who thinks that seriousness or authentic expression or just joy in small things is cringy or unimportant. I want to be around someone who feels uncomfortable, such as I do, when someone else thinks that these things are unimportant or cliche. I want to be around someone who feels these ways, who looks at the sand on the beach and is reminded of how many more grains there are, how many more drops of water there are, and how much more nature there is on Earth than us humans. Someone who looks at the stars and sees more than beauty, like the daunting vastness of the universe, that we really are so small and tiny in such an expansive, unexplored space. Maybe a lot of people who say it's not that serious truly believe it because they aren't riddled with existential anxiety like I am. So perhaps it's a good thing that they think like that. Sometimes ignorance is bliss, but sometimes it is annoying for others. I don't know. Maybe other people who say it don't believe it, but really want to believe it because it helps them ease some of their anxiety. If you're one of the people who are anxious or feel physical pain when thinking of anything deep or introspective, I highly urge you to sit in those feelings. I used to absolutely hate everything serious. It made me cringe and I wanted to escape it. But as I grew up, I learned to sit in these uncomfortable feelings and fester in them. They became a part of who I am because without this seriousness and not seeing the substance behind literally everything and every word, I slowly spiraled into someone who couldn't find meaning in anything at all. I didn't know why I existed and I didn't think there was any point in waking up anymore. Embracing the possibility that maybe everything really is that serious was enough to slice through that debilitating anxiety. With it, I built this peaceful worldview that has obliterated any possibility of anxiety in my life. For some reason in my head, when I started believing that everything really was serious, I was less anxious. I know it really sounds contradictory, but just hear me out. When nothing is serious, then life becomes physical and artificial and there's only competition. I felt like I had to always prove myself physically. If nothing was inherently serious at its core, then I had to be effortlessly perfect at everything. I had to be athletically perfect. My body had to be perfect. My performance and capabilities in every capacity had to be perfect. Because if I wasn't perfect physically, then what did I have? If nothing was serious, then what would I have if my physical body and appearance wasn't up to par? When I counted for only a split second that just maybe everything really was serious, it annihilated my need to be perfect. I looked inwardly. I learned that everything had a core, everything has soul and purpose. The physicality, all the things you can see with your eyes, is less meaningful, and everything you can see and feel when your eyes are closed are the important important and meaningful things. This might sound complicated, and I'm really bad at explaining things, but I also believe that this is an intuitive idea that is only truly understood and felt when you come to these conclusions by yourself. So that means I can't really persuade you to feel this way or teach you how to, but I can show you these experiences and I can give you the seeds to start your own ideas on this topic. Also, you don't really have to come to the feelings and conclusions that I have. You don't really have to do anything at all. Life is really complicated, and my life is so fucking difficult. I'm overwhelmed by pain and confusion and pressure literally every day, but sometimes I can ground myself with the idea that everything is serious, everything has soul, and everything has purpose. By understanding and believing that everything is serious and everything does matter, I'm now able to work on myself physically because I believe that no matter how I perform or how I look, I'm still important. Physical success can't happen when that's where all your value lies. Because what happens when you fail? You have no value in everything and you have nothing at all because your body failed. Then you hate yourself, and you can't hate yourself into a success. You can't hate someone into love. This is a lot longer than I originally thought it would be, okay? And I ramble a lot, so I'm gonna end it. I just want you to realize that the things you perceive with your eyes are so much more than just ugly or beautiful. That if everything is more than their appearance, it means that everything is serious. Maybe the vastness of the universe and the multitudes of grains of sand are beautiful, but they do make us incredulously small and, in a way, unimportant. I guess that means that nothing really matters. Wow. What a way to end this. So I guess just do whatever the fuck you want. Okay, never mind. Bye.